and welcome. Welcome to another episode of the Hambini Show. In today's episode, we have one of these shows where I guess it's to give you an update of where we are going and all of the other things that are incoming. Normally, YouTubers do this probably once a month. I've waited 18 months. So without further delay, I've named this Thoughts from the Hairdresser's Undercarriage by Hambini, aged 5. Right, stuff to go over. The mailbag. So we will cover some stuff that someone has sent me. Peak Talk Q&A, Absolute Black, reaming, Hanseatic Engineering League, and the channel going forward, and finally my new bike. Right, one of the things that someone has done is they've sent me this. Well, they sent me a letter. I thought I'd read some of the bits out. So you'll be wondering what this is. Right, please, someone called Wayne. So Wayne, thank you very much. Wayne sent me this. Dear Hambini, please find along with this letter an archival Jiggly photograph from the 1990 Wincanton Classic in the Leeds area. So he's sent me this. So wasn't that nice of him? So I'm going to pin that to a wall somewhere. I'm going to frame it and then put it on a wall somewhere. Probably in my office, because a lot of people see me on YouTube before they see me in person. In the Leeds area, and a wooden button hairband made from evergreen oak, wild and reclaimed. I make the buttons and benches, tables, coasters, etc. And my partner Victoria, aka Vickles, turns them into hairbands. So that is what I have got there. It took me fucking ages to get that in and stay in, so I'm not going to adjust it anymore. The other bit that really tickled me is on the following page. It was quite a long letter. I wrote this letter in pencil, in brackets, 3B, which is what I would have used as a 5-year-old. 3B is a bit soft though. Love your videos and their expletives. I fucking do as well. They are ace. So thank you very much to Wayne, aged 5 brackets 2. We'll say that's 52. And he's done a little smiley on the back. Right. So, and then someone else has sent me something else, which probably will have to have a video because it's not going to fit in this room, which is obviously my parents' back bedroom because I'm only 5 years old. Right, the other things that to go over is the Peak Talk, me and Peak Talk question and answer session. So we had, me and PT, we set up a session where, well, basically the IT infrastructure was absolutely fucking abysmal. But between us, we managed to sort it out, and I think Peak Talk did a very good job editing it. So the first one was rather uneventful. The second one, where we reamed the Absolute Black OSPW, ended up with him getting threatened, me wanting to threaten them, and yeah, it just descended into a debacle. And if you did see the response from Absolute Black on the video, which is banned in the UK, but I mean you can still watch it on Odyssey. I mean, it was just unbelievable. I've never seen a social media response like that before. But anyway, we've done some more digging. But GC Performance, who is another YouTuber in the States, he is sending me his OSPW, his Absolute Black OSPW. So it is in transit somewhere over the Atlantic, and I've sent him a bottom bracket, which is also in transit somewhere between Cologne and Philadelphia, I think. Right, another thing that people asked about was HEL, because I put that on some of my videos. What is it all about? Well, that is the Hanseatic League, or specifically the Hanseatic Engineering League. So I am a member of the Hanseatic Engineering League. Now, to give you a bit of background to this, in medieval times there was a protection racket. I mean, I call it a protection racket, but other people will call it a merchant guild, of towns in parts of Northern Europe, mainly surrounding the North and Baltic Seas. So if you are not familiar with it, this is the North Sea. So I've just drawn a circle halfway through England, Holland, Belgium, a bit of Denmark. That's the North Sea, and the Baltic Sea is here. So this shaded section was where the Hanseatic League operated and the different regions that it was called. Now, if you fast forward to now, 2021, you will have come across the Hanseatic League mainly in the form of Lufthansa. So Lufthansa is the flag carrier, so the national airline of Germany. That literally translates to Air Hansa, and Hansa is German for Hanseatic League. At the same time as the Hanseatic League existed, there was a guild of engineers, which literally translates to the Hanseatic Engineering League, so it's the English translation, of engineers who were into making things. So if I'm being really basic, people who fixed cartwheels and engineered lathes and stuff like that in medieval times, those kind of people have descended through the ages, and then I'm one of those. So it's not a club, or it's not an organisation that you have to pass an exam in and pay a fee. It doesn't work like that. You are selected or nominated, and then you go in. And again, it's not like the Masons where you pretend you're dying to as your initiation ceremony. It doesn't work like that at all. One of the things that it tries to enforce, well, not really enforce, but to try and encourage, is the giving of engineering knowledge to the wider people, and that's something I try and do. So there's a lot more engineering in my videos than probably that you get from the usual wankers in the cycling publications, who usually use the word compliant, or it spins up fast, the wheels hold their speed, or what's the other one? I don't know, crosswind stability is amazing, it's the stiffest thing since, something like that. So yes, anyway, we digress. This is it. This is an organisation. It's designed to promote manufacturing and engineering as a whole. So that's why I'm a member of the Hanseatic League. In modern times, these kind of people don't exist anymore. So the people like me who perhaps have the academia, but I don't really go blurting on about it. It's to encourage, the practical engineering. That kind of practical engineering doesn't exist anymore. It just does not exist. People are afraid to get their hands dirty because of all the litigation and all that kind of stuff. The other thing that the organisation preaches, or you generally tend to do, is whenever we have interactions, it is done on a handshake. There is an honour code. So your word is your honour, and if you don't stick to your word, then you have no honour. That might sound shallow, but in organisations like this, that's how it works. In Japan, that honour code is a lot more publicly viewable, but here, the honour code still exists, you just can't see it. Right, the channel going forward, we are at a point where the channel is almost self-fulfilling. So one of the things that happened was I got a Trifox frame, and a lot of people said that frame was a special that they'd sent to me because it was perfect. Now, if Specialized or Crap Velo had done the same thing, I don't think people would have said the same thing, and I just think that people were quick to judge. But we're getting to a point now where people will send me stuff to review, and I'll give you an honest review of it, but also the channel can buy stuff to review. So we can buy bike frames, buy bike wheels to review, and then you get an honest answer, and not an answer that's manipulated because I'll just use Shimano as an example. None of the cycling press is going to diss Shimano's new Dura race because it's not in their commercial interest to do so, whereas for me it's not a problem, so I don't give a shit. So I'm just going to do that. So that is that going forward. You'll also see the website getting much more frequently updated, so I'm making some arrangements in the background. And then finally, I've ordered a new bike. So the last time I ordered a proper new bike was maybe the BMC. The time machine, I ordered that for when I was into time trialing, which I haven't really done since. The Look bike was an impulse buy from an attractive young lady with... but anyway, yeah, so... yeah, so I've ordered a new bike. If it ever turns up, then I will do a reveal, but you can guess, take your guesses down below about what it's going to be or what it's not going to be. And there we go. Right, just as a reminder, if you do have any questions for me and PT, please use the comment box below. I did post on my community page that I was going to do it, but not everyone reads that. So if you do have any questions, then pin them below. As always, thanks very much for your time. I apologise for the rant, and don't usually make these kind of videos that frequently. And keep banging your hairdressers.